Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. You're listening to Why in our Bumbshall Gossip, the latest in television, entertainment news. Hey Young and the Restless fans, there is a killer on the loose running around the maze in France with one person dead and other power players at risk, according to the head writer. And I'm wondering if Tucker McCall might be the real killer for a few reasons that have cropped up recently, and then other reasons that have been festering for a while on YNR. It's Belinda from YNR, Bumbshall Gossip. We're going to talk about whether Daman Kaz's killer might be somebody who doesn't even know him at all. A name that Daman likely never even heard, that of Tucker McCall. And hey, please subscribe if you're not following us. And let's just get right into it. So before the big reveal that Kane Ashby was the man behind the identity of the mysterious Aristotle Duma, not only did fans suspect it might be Tucker, but I also wondered if he might be because of some of the hints that had dropped. You know, many of the business moguls in Jonah Genoa City suspected Duma might have been Tucker. They didn't do it at first, but not long before the reveal that it was Kane, that's when Young and the Restless really started name-dropping Tucker left and right. Just as the few people who said Tucker's name included Victor and Jack and Chelsea, among others, but then Victor said he confirmed that Tucker McCall couldn't be Duma because Ashley's ex was locked up in prison in India. But that would be very easy to fake. It's a half a world away, you know, easy to doctor. But I do wonder if there's a reason that Tucker's name kept coming up. Maybe he's got a connection to Kane still, even right now, and he has a role in this twisted July sweeps plot. I mean, first off, Tucker and Kane are both business tycoons, so their connection might be business related. They both have personal ties that include Jill and the Chancellors, and also the Winters family, among others. There might be an even darker, secret connection though between Tucker and Kane that's yet to be revealed. And there are a few red flags that have me wondering if Tucker is the unidentified killer. First of all, Tucker's got reason to target Kane. If you remember, Kane told Phyllis he's targeting all the companies back in GC. So that means not only is he taking aim at Newman and Chancellor and Jeepo, but also Kane could well be coming for Winters. Though Tucker may be upset about Kane doing something to undermine his son Devon Hamilton yet again, which Kane has done in the past with the help of Colin. We know Tucker is very protective of Devon. Also, Tucker may want revenge, cause Kane's father, Colin, stole Devon's inheritance years ago, even though he eventually got it back. Colin ripped off $2.5 billion from Devon, but with Colin supposedly dead. It could be that Tucker's mindset is a whole sins of the father visited on the son thing, and he's going after Kane for revenge since he can't punish Colin. Second of all, Tucker might be taking advantage of the party to target people from Genoa City that he has got a grudge against this week. Kane tells Billy that he invited Jill to the party, but she couldn't come, so Tucker could still be in touch with Jill and she mentioned the party. Or Tucker may be spying on Jill and found out about the party in France that way because he does skulk around and spy and do secretive things, and Tucker might have found out about it and thought, cool, I'm going to creep in and punish some people I have a grudge against, and Kane can take the blame, cause screw him. So, it could be Tucker saw a chance for crimes of opportunity. And again, just because Victor said Tucker's in prison in India, doesn't mean that is accurate. It seems, you know, unlikely to me. But you know, more likely that Tucker will be at an ashram in India, aligning his chakras or something like that. Or you know, maybe Tucker's in France doing people dirty for fun because he's got grudges against a lot of the people there. And maybe poor Damien was just in a situation of wrong place, wrong time, and was collateral damage. Tucker despises Audra among many of the people there, so he's also got attitude against the Abbotts for Ashley hurting him. Tucker and Victor are old foes, but as for murdering somebody, you know, Tucker is more of a lover than a fighter. But Tucker, also as a character, is somebody that the head writer can use as a scapegoat since they wrote him off the show and he had been gone for years, even before they brought him back with a recast. So maybe Tucker came to Kane's party intending, really, just to terrorize people, but was only out to kill Kane, and then Damien got in the way. You know, I'm assuming Tucker is still salty over Audrey stealing Glay caught from him, and she was really cruel to Tucker towards the end of their relationship. Not that he didn't deserve it. And I also have to say, there's a chance that Tucker is conspiring with Kane, not plotting murder together, but maybe they partnered up for some nefarious business deal. And Tucker could have been plotting to help Kane take over Jabba, Chancellor, and Newman, since those are past targets of Tucker as well. All but winners because Tucker wants to get back into his son Devon's good graces eventually. So maybe Tucker and Kane plotted to stage an attempted murder and it was meant to injure Kane or be a near miss and the plan just went off the rails. You know, maybe he was going to throw the knife and it was supposed to miss, hit shrubbery, but Daman got in the way. Plus, when he was getting grilled by Chance and Victor this week, Carter tells them that Kane saved him, pulled him out of poverty. He's worked for him for 2 years. Carter claims he owes Kane his life. would do anything for him, but wouldn't murder anybody. However, Carter slips up while they're grilling him, and now it looks like he planted the dagger under Nick's sink. Chance was talking to him about it, and Victor was, and Carter said, "I didn't put it under the sink," but he shouldn't have known where the dagger was found. So that was a big whoopsie. I'm also wondering then, if Tucker is involved, could Carter be another secret son of his, or a minion who was hired by Tucker to embed with Duma for some scheme? If so, Carter might be pretending loyalty to Kane while helping Tucker go after him. So, Carter could be planning evidence to frame Nick, not on Kane's orders, but on Tucker. In the end, it doesn't seem likely at all that Kane is doing the killing of anybody. And Tucker is a good name brand suspect who's off screen. They don't even really have to have him back on, or could have him back on just for one episode. And conspiring against Kane also makes sense, since Kane lied to Jill about being her son when he first came on the scene, and he lied to Kay Chancellor about being her grandson. If Kane had been the real deal when he first came to GC telling lies, he actually would have been Tucker's nephew. So, there's lots of potential for family drama there. I'd hate the killer to be somebody lame, someone random like an extra, or Carter, who nobody cares about. All I know is Josh Griffith literally said this was supposed to be an Agatha Christie level whodunit, but I think he's overestimating himself as a writer. We'll see when the killer is finally unmasked. Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. The video discusses a developing murder mystery plotline from the soap opera The Young and the Restless, YNR, focusing on the possibility that Tucker McCall might be the killer behind the recent death of a character named Damon Kiwe, set against the backdrop of a party in a maze in France. The host, Belinda from Soap Dirt, explores various narrative hints and character connections that suggest Tucker McCall could be involved in the crimes despite previous assumptions that Kane Ashby was the killer. The discussion includes the tangled relationships between business moguls in Genoa City, personnel and the potential for Tucker to use the murder as a means of revenge or manipulation. The host also speculates about the possibility of Tucker collaborating or conspiring with Kane, or using other characters like Carter as pawns in a larger scheme. Throughout the video, the host critiques the storylines, complexity, and expresses skepticism about the writer's ability to deliver a satisfying Agatha Christie-level mystery, while encouraging fans to stay tuned for the eventual reveal.